And two, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold him to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the third and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's first and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big.
Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Second and 10. Now Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 50, it's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Play action. It's Lawrence rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball to try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big play there for Detroit. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. From the red zone now, Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Out to his left. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Rolling to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder. reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25.
Doing out there, boy?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again is gone. Swift's got the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30. Now under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. To return, here's Agnew. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
First down, Steelers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. This is caught by Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Goff now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And my goodness, another interception. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, 76. 76.
50, Mike.
76.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking. For here, Charles, the lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14.
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Lions, 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Will Fuller, 85 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up, and that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1 yard gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check me out, check me out. Mike's 49. Mike.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Boswell for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again. Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, D.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chop.
On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.